class?
Yes.
We are going to reset our thinking and learn about Carol Dweck, who I think you're going to love. She is amazing. She was born, in 1946. She's a psychologist. She is still at Stanford, teaching there and doing her research. To begin with, we have a little role play going on, so if my role players could stand up, I'd appreciate it. Sabrina and Chris, if you could also stand up. You want to go over and stand next to Chris? Go ahead.
Sabrina, what a smart girl you are. You got an A on your math test.
Let's give her a hand.
Chris, you worked so hard on that presentation. Your effort really showed in the final product, and it paid off with a great response from the other students and your teacher.
All right, Chris. Great. You can tell me the difference between these two role plays. Anyone got any ideas? Take a guess.
Physical affection.
Another one?
One was focused more on the process and the end product, whereas the other one was just the end product.
Right, what did she have to say about you? What are you? Do you remember?
Smart girl.
Okay, let's give her some woos. She's starting to think about what's going on here. So she was smart, but he did something more. So if you wouldn't mind, Kana, reading the slide.
Dweck studies the effects of motivation on intellectual performance in children. Dweck noted that some students persist in the face of failure while others quit as soon as the going gets rough. Through her work, she has discovered that a student's belief in intelligence has a significant impact on their approach to learning. Based on her findings, she has developed her own theory.
So she really took the time to look at why these students were doing well, and it's all about what happens when the going gets tough. So she basically has a theory that's not a theory, because she's not talking about the theory of intelligence, really. She's talking about the process, and I think that's really important to understand. She's discovered that students who shy away from academic achievement believe that they're either smart or not smart. And she terms this the entity theory of intelligence. I want everyone to grab themselves and go, the entity theory of intelligence.
The entity theory of intelligence.
Okay, so there are these other students who say, give me more, I want challenges, I'm ready to go, I'm excited about what I'm going to be doing. These children believe that their effort will make them smarter, will make them a better person, will make them more successful in their school and probably in their life. She terms this the incremental theory of intelligence. Open your arms, incremental theory of intelligence.
Incremental theory of intelligence.
Okay, now when I say teach, I'd like all of you to turn to your partners and teach the entity theory of intelligence, just the entity. Go.
Okay.
So I think it's like she said, some students think you're either smart or you're
You guys feel like it's clear?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yes?
What is what was the entity theory again?
That theory is when they think they're either smart or not smart.
Right. Okay.
Kind of this idea that we're getting to, you either born with it or not.
Right. Okay.
Kind of focusing that way. So that is the entity. Take a moment, look at the slide. I'm going to tell you to teach the incremental theory and use some body motions because that'll help get it in your brain, okay? So ready? Teach with your partner. Do it with excitement.
Okay. The
Incremental theory of intelligence.
Okay, so basically they think that if they work hard enough, they'll get smarter.
Okay. You guys, you're really working on it. Yeah, we're just going to put a happy face there. All right, I appreciate that. Okay. So this theory is so simple and so significant that the type of praise you as a teacher give your students will mold what they believe and how they ultimately perform. This is so simple that hopefully none of us will ever forget it. If you praise your students for their efforts, you are giving them something that will push them through the hard times, because there will always be, no matter how smart you think somebody is, a time when they just don't get it. So you have to help them say, with the effort. If you just say, boy, you're smart, you're not giving them anything to work with. In fact, you might be shutting them down. So I think this is really, really, really significant. Is there any questions? No? Clear? I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to leave you with a conversation with Dr. Dweck that I really enjoyed. It's a little slow on this computer, so if you'll just bear with me, it is going to come up. Just takes a minute.
So you're writing feedback, so we can...
Yeah, go ahead and take some time to do the feedback. I'd appreciate that while we're getting this up. And then you'll have a chance to actually hear her speaking. It's a totally aside, but I just think she's such a beautiful woman. I mean, she's just really, just love to listen to her. Someday I'll have a quick new computer that just brings this stuff right up.
I have a question in the meantime. So you're saying, I get the, oh, sorry.
That's all right. We'll come back to it.
I think our society tends to believe that geniuses are born, not made. And I wouldn't dispute that there might be a strong innate component, but it's just clear from the histories of so many geniuses that motivation is a key component. And when you sift through the literature on creative genius, the researchers agree that motivation is perhaps the number one component in the realization of genius. Many of our most illustrious geniuses in every field were people who were considered ordinary as children and then just caught fire around their topic and achieved amazing things that we know about today. From Darwin to Coleridge to Cezanne, all of these people were not necessarily extraordinary children.
And I think that is so important, that they were not necessarily extraordinary children. So when we're in the classroom, I think it's important to keep that in mind. Thank you. Anyone have a question?
Just real quick, you said that she praised their efforts, but she said don't encourage. Oh, sorry, I forgot.